Join us as we cruise through Tinseltown's history and spotlight the 8 most iconic, adrenaline-pumping, and downright awesome cars that have ever graced the silver screen. Buckle up, this journey is about to go from 0 to 60. Number 1. The Bee's Knees, Chevrolet Camaro. Rev up your inner child because Bumblebee is in the house, and we don't mean the buzzing kind. We're talking about Transformers, that yellow Camaro that could backflip into an Autobot and probably take on Godzilla if it had to. It's the car that's always reinventing itself, the Madonna of the Autobots. Imagine a bright yellow speed machine with bold black racing stripes, a custom bumper, and a hood that screams power. Add in 20-inch wheels and you have a road warrior that's ready for any mission. And Bumblebee isn't just a one-look wonder. He got quite a few stylish upgrades across the Transformers saga. Bumblebee isn't just about good looks though. Under the hood, there's a beefy 6.2-liter V8 engine that commands respect. With the ability to hit 60 miles per hour in a swift 4.7 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles per hour, Bumblebee is as swift as he is stylish. Chevy even released special edition Bumblebee cars for fans, but the movie stars themselves were auctioned for a staggering $500,000 in 2019. Autobots, roll out your wallets. Number 2. Wild Ride, Ford Mustang. Now, let's take a high-octane ride back to 1968. Forget peace and love in San Francisco. It's all about tire-shredding car chases in the Steve McQueen thriller, Bullitt. Picture Baywatch, but with muscle cars instead of slow-mo beach runs. The film's real scene stealer was the 1968 Ford Mustang GT390, a mean, green machine that raced through San Fran's hilly streets, outmuscling a Dodge Charger. This Mustang was a star, boasting a V8 engine spitting out a hefty 325 horsepower, and that signature gear shift crunch, music to our ears. Much like McQueen's no-frills style, the Mustang was all about the raw basics. Ditch the badges and excess flair, just give us those sweet driving lights and a camera to capture the wild ride. The crew kept 2 Mustangs on set, one for daredevil stunts and another for its close-up moments. Post-production, one Mustang headed to salvage, while the other was snapped up by Robert Kieran for $6,000, even turning down McQueen's buyback offer. That's like snubbing Mozart on a violin deal. The car resurfaced at the 2018 Detroit Auto Show and later auctioned for a staggering $3.4 million in 2020. Number 3. License to Thrill, Aston Martin DB5. Remember that suave, martini-drinking super spy from Britain? No, not Austin Powers. We're talking about James Bond, of course, and what's as iconic as 007 himself. His ride, the Aston Martin DB5. This car's got more screen time than some actors, appearing in films from Goldfinger to Spectre. Imagine the elegance of a British Royal in the heart of a racehorse. That's the DB5, a 4-liter inline-6 engine, 282 horsepower, and a top speed of 145 miles per hour. Oh, and let's not forget the leather seats and electric windows, as smooth and as sophisticated as Bond himself. Now, if you think this is just a regular posh British car, think again. It's tricked out with more gadgets than Batman's utility belt. We're talking about revolving number plates, handy for avoiding those pesky speeding tickets, bulletproof windows, standard issue for spies, and machine guns, not so standard. And because it's Bond's car, there's an ejector seat, because why not? The DB5 is basically a Transformer if Optimus Prime were a British super spy. Bond may have a license to kill, but the DB5, it's got a license to thrill. Before we move ahead, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification for more videos like this. Number 4. Dodge MONACO, the Bluesmobile. Remember the Blues Brothers? Not just the iconic duo of Dan Aykroyd and John Buscemi, but their faithful ride, the 1974 Dodge MONACO, affectionately named the Bluesmobile. And what a ride it was! It could jump drawbridges, take a shopping spree in a mall, literally through it, and even fly. Underneath its cop car disguise, the Bluesmobile was a beast with a 7.2-liter V8 engine, power steering, power brakes, and a 4-barrel carburetor. It's like that quiet kid in class who turns out to be a superhero, casually breaking a few world records. But hold on, you think one Monaco did all that crazy stuff? Nope, it took a small army of 13 former California Highway Patrol cars, each prepped for a specific job. One even had the sole task of falling apart for that hilarious scene at the end of the movie. The Bluesmobile became so popular, it was like the third member of the band, driving the film to set a record for the most cars destroyed. Well, until its own sequel came along. Number 5. Bandit's Getaway, Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Ever seen Burt Reynolds in the action comedy classic Smokey and the Bandit? The real star was the 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Imagine bootlegging Coors beer across state lines with Sally Field in the shotgun seat and Jackie Gleason's Sheriff Buford tea, just as hot on your heels. This Trans Am was like a rock star, boasting a 6.6-liter V8 engine and belting out 200 horsepower. And it had style. Decked out in starlight black with gold accents, the hood was adorned with a firebird, like a phoenix, symbolizing it rising above its rivals, the Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Camaro. The Firebird Trans Am saw a sales boost of 30% in 1977, undoubtedly thanks to the Bandit's wild ride. Like Hollywood actors have stunt doubles, this Bandit's Trans Am had 3. 4 Trans Ams in total played the part, modified from 1976 models to look like the 77 Star. Each one was built for stunts, rollbacks, skid plates, and the works, but none of them survived the movie in its original form. Just as the phoenix rises from the ashes, though replicas of the Bandit's Trans Am live on. Number 6. Batman's Hot Rod, Batmobile. It doesn't matter how many gadgets Batman has in his belt, nothing screams, "I'm Batman," quite like the Batmobile from Batman from 1989. Anton Furst, the production designer, might have won an Academy Award for the film, but let's be honest, the Batmobile deserves a Best Supporting Actor award. Built on a Chevrolet Impala chassis, the Batmobile boasted a jet turbine engine and it was dressed to impress. With grappling hooks, machine guns, and even a self-destruct mechanism, it was the embodiment of always be prepared. Batman, played by Michael Keaton, cruising through the gothic Gotham City in this ride was a sight to behold. In the sequel, Batman Returns, the Batmobile had a new trick up its sleeve. It could split into a narrow bat missile to escape traps, just proving once again that Batman always has a plan B, and C, and D. Over the years, the Batmobile's look may have changed, but this 1989 version remains an unforgettable part of pop culture. It's as iconic as Batman's signal in the sky. Number 7. Austin Mini Cooper, the tiny titan of Turin. Cue Michael Caine in pint-sized speedsters, and you've got the Italian job. This classic British film wouldn't be the same without its real stars. 3 zippy Austin Mini Coopers painted red, white, and blue, a fun nod to the British flag. These tiny but gusty cars stole the show, weaving through chaotic Turin traffic to mastermind a daring gold heist. These 1967 Austin Mini Coopers, despite their toy-like size, packed a punch with a 1.3-liter engine and a cheeky top speed of 92 miles per hour. They zoomed down narrow alleys, hopped across rooftops, and skated through sewers, showcasing their agility and spunk. However, none of the movie's mini stars survived the film's stunts, but their legacy lives on through fan-made replicas. From city-friendly vehicle to Hollywood stunt superstar, the Mini Cooper is undoubtedly a 20th century icon. Number 8. Dodge Charger RT, the beast with a heart. Introducing the muscle-bound superstar of the Fast and Furious saga, the iconic black 1970 Dodge Charger RT. This beastly machine is the loyal steed of Vin Diesel's character, Dominic Toretto, a man as tough as the car's chiseled frame. Boasting a shiny black coat, a hood scoop that screams power, and a giant rear spoiler, this Charger is all about swagger. Under the hood, a roaring supercharged Hemi V8 producing a staggering 900 horsepower. It's basically a rocket on wheels. But it's not all about raw power. This Charger carries a heavy emotional load too, being a touching symbol of Dom's late father. Initially, Dom couldn't muster the courage to drive it, but when he did, it was a seismic moment that shook the entire franchise. The Charger debuted in 2001's The Fast and the Furious, surviving a catastrophic crash. In 2009's Fast and Furious, it morphed into a superhero getaway vehicle. Come Fast 5 in 2011, it had a leading role in a $100 million heist. And in 2015's Furious 7, in a tribute as touching as an 80s power ballad, Dom leaves it at his father's grave. That was one hell of a ride, right? Which of these cars are you itching to drive? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our future content.